Good evening, Sierra Leone. Good evening, Kono District. Good evening to all the Kono picking the wedding at the diaspora and una wedding back home. This na David Bongo the Canto now from Kono News Network, and I believe say una all they get me clearly, loud and clear. This evening again I come for talk about unity. I come for talk about common understanding, things the way they make we know they understand each other, and misunderstanding wey dey between the traditional leaders and the Kono people them, the misunderstanding wey dey between the political leaders and the Kono people them, and wetin we all for do together for let we push Kono go before. We know say everybody get im own way for do things. We know say everybody get im own interest area, and also we know say we all in one way or the other connected with one authority or so many authorities. Then authorities wey suppose for make decision for let Kono get peace, for let Kono get in dignity, and for let Kono get in due right, especially regarding the natural resources. We need for ask ourselves as Kono picking them, wetin dey bring the disunity, wetin dey bring the fracas, wetin dey bring misunderstanding between we. We don see say many times tradition can get a lot for do with wetin we dey do na society, and how we dey behave na society, and wetin are the expectations then from individual people and collectively from groups of people. We dey try for discuss this evening some of them thing and dey, and let we try for make sure say we focus our attention to the most important points that we want for talk. But before we dey go there, I dey tell thank you to again executives of Kono organization wey na E.S.K, wey dey do a lot for let we bring sanity in Kono, we bring peace and unity. We also make sure so we maintain social justice, because a lot of people then they complain about things that will happen at the individual communities, and we really not promote human rights. Today we get for discuss some points. The first thing I want for talk about na for let we bring peace na Kono, whether and that we need for address, wetin we need for talk about, and wetin we dey talk about today. Let we focus mainly on them thing them, the need for let we bring unity in Kono, the need for let Kono people they understand themselves. So with the daddy then at the district, na the traditional leaders, I dey send this message particularly to all the traditional leaders. We don't see this group don't come up with and call executives of Kono organizations. When I echo, we don't see the amount of things them way than they do. When ECHO starts, people them in the talk say ECHO na diaspora then don't form for bring problem na Kono, for destabilize the people them, for incite violence. People then been get different perception about executives of Kono organizations. But up to this point, I believe say the entire Kono district and people that all over Sierra Leone don't see the good work where ECHO they do, where executives of Kono organizations then don't do. How then they promote peace, how then they educate youth them, how then they educate the populace, young and old, for let them avoid violence, for let them understand say yes, they not get for involved in any mischievous activities, for let them get the right to anything. And we also they teach people them for say you not always need violence for let you succeed. You can apply a lot of strategies, and some of them strategies we ECHO organization don't apply most of them thing and they with the write letter, with the follow law, with the make sure say anything we need forget, with the get with the advocate peacefully. Like we ready for do rally, with the make sure say we follow all the rules then. But that notwithstanding, we still get challenges. We still get people the way we dey fight for, especially the people the way we dey fight for. The one the way they suffer na the mining sector, the one the way they suffer outside the mining sector. Students dem wey suppose for get scholarship wey no dey get am. Workman dem wey suppose for get the right kind of benefit wey no dey get am. Stakeholders dem wey suppose for provide services for the populace wey dem no dey provide am. Na dem people dem dey we dey look for. The one dey wey for do job, dem no dey gree for do am. The one dey wey dey deny people dem right, we dey talk to dem people dem dey, and we no dey force dem. We dey explain to dem the reason why dem for understand say yes, wetin dem dey do e no correct. And so I dey feel say the first people dem for let we look at where we if we want for bring peace na Kono district, the first people dem wey we need for talk to na we traditional leaders dem, because na dem dey pantap the chiefdom dem, and each chiefdom get im own rules and regulations, and get their own law there how dem dey do things dem dey. We know say some chief dem very wealthy, some chiefdoms dem very wealthy, some other chiefdoms dem not very wealthy. The natural resources that we will get na Kono, they're not equally spread across the district. Maybe we still get some very important minerals that we will still not discover it na Kono, we go dey na the northern part of Kono district. But for now, we know say diamond na the dominant one, and it dey na just specific areas na Kono district. So if we want to bring peace and let we enjoy and benefit from the diamond, we dey talk to we traditional leaders dem, make dem see need for let we unite. Make dem not always feel say na confrontation people dem dey bring to them. If chief ready for listen to people dem, chief go able understand a lot of wetin dey happen on the ground, because most of the time the one wey dey sit down around them chief dem go afraid for tell them exactly if na mistake dem do. If dem do good thing, dem praise them. If dem not do good thing, I want to bring that good thing to them respectfully. We not dey do that thing and day. So this evening, I just want for make sure say we all understand say if we need peace na Kono district, we need for let we get with chief them involved and make them understand and see the need for that particular peace day. Also, beyond the chief them, we will talk to religious leaders them. Una religious leaders them, we will talk to una identify them problems the way they affect the district right now, the people that are the district. We see CCSL come from Freetown, they can't talk, and then try for mediate between the Workman and the mining company. We know say they still they do the work on the ground, and they expect CCSL maybe they will come out with statements them, or they will tell we what thing they don't achieve so far and the mediation what they do. But religious bodies them na Sierra Leone need for play a very great role for bring Salone people there together, for make clear especially what in they happen at Kono district. We don't see the advantage where they don't take over the Workman then. We don't see how people then don't get accident, they don't get injuries. Then people then they beaucoup of them may come for one meeting, I think last week, then give a lot of testimonies. You see people they were not even able worker, pass them popo then at them back. So would they ask religious bodies then make them intervene into this problem, because not one person get for solve this problem. Now a community problem. So now community solution now we look for. Everybody will get a position of trust. We all man they look up to. We they expect to na follow una talk. Because we politicians and don't decide not for talk. And most of the authorities and when are traditional leaders themselves not they talk. And the true you will get for talk for say the need for come out and then talk. So we they expect religious leaders them for let themselves play their own role. And their role then the way they play, because beaucoup person they listen to them, beaucoup person they pay attention to them. When they begin for talk to we go at least know say we need for coexist. We need for understand say differences then they're valuable in any society, and then differences then they now they use for build upon our society for bring development in Kono district. The next one I go feel say way the next one wey I want for talk about na civil society organizations dem. Dem sef na key elements dem for bring peace na and environment, because civil society dem na dem dey look for dem thing dem wey dey happen wey no correct, wey people dem dey wey dey suffer wey no able talk for themselves. Civil society organizations dem na dem dey push the government for let the government pay attention to some of them things dem wey dey happen wey the government no know about. And some political parties themselves can afraid for talk about them thing dem dey, but we dey believe say we get very strong and vibrant civil society organizations dem na Sierra Leone wey for pay attention to some of the things dem wey dey happen. Then CSOs, then NGOs dem themselves dem dey play a lot of role, because themselves na dem the people na the Soriat people dem na the way dey provide services to the one dem wey no get. And so if themselves put hand pan this peace talk here, so we go able understand each other. Inside Kono district, there is a lot of disputes, there is a lot of division amongst us, but we all want for let Kono go before. How we want let Kono go before, now we not really agree upon. Some decide for keep quiet, they say they feel say na so Kono go before, so they decide for speak out. Some them like executives of Kono organizations then come out, then they speak out. So we dey expect say civil society themselves, then a pressure group them like any other pressure group, make them play their role for make sure say we maintain peace na Kono district, and say we so by extension peace na Sierra Leone. We get for talk about the other group of people there way very important for peacekeeping na youth and women's groups. The youth them now most of the time then they use them for politics for let them go set violence and create problem. But if we able get the youth them under control, we also get the women's group for let them understand say yes, the woman then get a big role for play for bring peace na any part, any society. So we need the youth themselves for let them understand, make them not allow themselves for be used by politicians then for go create problem, especially during election time. Then they go fete. You go there with somebody when they eat and laugh and play together, but as election time reach, when I don't become enemy. Make we understand say election it can come just for a very short moment, then it go. So if you neighbor dey wey una two know dey na the same party, or una two know dey think alike, even if una dey na the same party but una know dey think alike, e no mean say una for fight. Una let we try for show understanding to each other. Let we understand say diversity gets strength, diversity then they bring development. We all not go there at the same party, we all not go think alike. We must get there with small differences then. But let we avoid them differences then, let them not bring problem, let them not bring fight among we. We go continue for go. We go also other day again we need for bring peace now with community. We need then look at government authorities then. We then look at government authorities then. We get with mayor, we get paramount chief them, we get with section chief them, we get with town chief them. We get a lot of other community leaders and support groups them, youth groups them again, like how I've been done saying at the previous point. All the one and they play a key role, because if they become very transparent and then they're accountable to the people them, faith no go dey, misunderstanding no go dey. It no go be 100% perfect, but at least when we see people then they provide services accordingly, they not they create any favoritism, then they make sure say they do things them according to the law, it can bring peace in a community. If people then see say the authorities then not they do the right thing, then will begin for complaint. And sometimes the one they will know it will be then they put their hand on things that were not correct. We go bring problem in the society. So we look at government authorities, they're very much important. Then they play key role for bring peace now with communities. We get a group of people the way we all know say na dem na the legal peace keepers dem na the country. That na the Sierra Leone police force. We know say any side problem dey, we need police, and police themselves dey give them life, then they take risk, then they go na places them where they are not well protected, they don't even know the danger where they are ahead of them. So if we get that understanding between we and the police them, we respect the police themselves respect the community, then they not come for if they come for investigate, they know they use force, they know they use undue violence on people them. Cordiality go there, understanding go there, respect go there for the police, and that way if then they do any investigation, then we will get people that we not go afraid for talk to them. So we dey appeal to the police, we know say dem don dey do well in most cases. We dey appeal to them, make them respect human rights. When dem dey go investigate, make dem no go with preconceived ideas, and even if dem catch somebody wey na a victim or a culprit, make dem treat am with respect accordingly, so that we will build up that big trust and confidence between the police and the community. We know say e not easy sometimes, because the situation wey dem dey face can demand a lot of swift actions. So in cases like that, we dey ask make dem no use lethal weapons, make dem not take life for something wey very trivial. So we dey appeal to the police, make dem make sure say dem deal with the public in a very civil manner, and let them promote peace. Also, we get with political leaders and with political parties them. This na the main problem na Sierra Leone. How we political leaders then they relate to them constituents. How political party then they see each other. Most of the time, like we don't say, politics not a war. Politics na term for una try for convince people them for follow una ideologies. Make you tell somebody say wetin you believe, and the method the way you get for you plan the way you get for develop the country a better pass the next person in your plan. And when you want let somebody kind of your party or let you get more converts them, not to by violence, your actions them, your positive actions them, now you go convince somebody say within them people then they do so a very correct, may believe say we for follow them. But most of the time we dey take politics as war, and then they knock him born good pikin. We dey see how people that they lost their life inside political violence, and sometimes they left bonfim, nothing on the commodity. If you belong to a particular party where they in power, then that party they no one for common power, then it don't see say it not get chance for win. Then the people the way they support that party decide for bring violence. Then they can make people then lost their life. It can even make the elections they're not credible. It can also make with political leaders that will look there with bad eye, or they feel say then they support corruption. So this now an appeal. If we try for bring peace in Sierra Leone, let we get decency in our political activities, make we campaign without violence, make different political parties them meet in the streets, then shake hands, or then pass each other without even any sign of violence. Make them play and laugh and go, because at the end of the day that election get for pass, and when I get for go back now in our communities then and relate with each other again as usual. The next people that were very important na peace building na any nation, na the educational institutions them. Wetin we dey expect the educational institutions them for do? One, them na the people that will they provide the future leaders of the country. Now them are the people that will for set the best standard. Therefore be role models. But I'm not sure how much role model that we get now with educational institutions them today. But that notwithstanding, the objective now for let we show say educational institutions then self get a big role for play in peace building na a country. Then they make sure say dem preach peace education, civic responsibility, and then talk about conflict resolution skills. When dem teach them conflict resolution skills, dem e very very important. And we for make sure say we give more strength, more power, more dignity to we educational institutions dem. Whether the next important in peace building na a society, we know say this next group wey I dey call the media outlets dem. Media outlets, it can be radio stations, it can be TV stations, it can be newspapers. Them media outlets dem get a very big role. Some information dey wey dey meet the media, if dem no investigate am properly, dem rely on hearsay or misconceptions, then dem no understand the message, dem pass am out, it can bring problem. The way we dey report, if we report rationally, we not report with bias mind, we not report for vindicate people dem. If we put the news out openly, let people dem form their own opinion, I think it better than you the reporter wey dey report. You already have an opinion, you already get a side on the thing wey you dey report on. You can make suggestions, but most of the time we dey see reporters dem, the way wey dem dey report, it can end up for bring problem na the country or na communities dem around. So let we the reporters wey dey report, let we watch the way we dey report, let we be very professional in wetin we dey talk, because it's very 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 important. Next we go look at them business and mining companies dem, because we country get boku minerals. So the businessman dem and the mining company the way they na the country themselves get a key role for play for bring peace na the country. Like wetin dey happen right now na Kwaido Limited, where the workman dem dey right now, they no dey work, and the company self don close down. Then they refuse for answer to the problems the way the workman dem don raise up, and government self dey try very hard, although we no dey see any sign of the end coming, how the workman dem go get the money dem and then benefit them and everything wey dem dey ask for. If that's not happen, that not can bring good things to the country. So which role them businesses then get, them mining companies then get for bring peace? They can practice corporate social responsibility, resolve labor disputes fairly, and invest in community development. If mining companies then they do that thing, and they no halala no go dey, no halala no go dey. But the problem is, we can expect them for saying that them go do, them put them on paper, but they not implement them. And the people they work for make sure say them things and they then implement them, themselves don't become compromised. So where the mining companies they not meet their demands, nobody know they for question them. Now that they bring ala, then they bring problem, and they bring unrest. So businesses and mining companies then get a lot for do for maintain peace and order in the country. Sometimes again, they can provide a lot of job for people there. So when they provide a lot of job and boku people then get sale for go work and then get money, they had not to go upon problems, they had not to go upon confusion, they know they bring anarchy to the communities. We go come to Ministry of Internal Affairs and Peace Building Commissions. Wetin na their role? Then go develop national policies and support conflict mediation and early warning systems. So when they get them thing there in place, then na the one the way supposed for make sure say now then they pantap even the police them. Then get for make sure say all man wey na game player for bring peace. Because then na the Minister or Ministry of Internal Affairs, every other thing they under them. The country instability they under them. So how dem suppose for work with the people dem on the ground, na dem get for develop very good strategies. And again, in every aspect of life, transparency and accountability, the people dem dey look for that all the time. We go to the next one wey I get, wey na the diaspora and international partners. Every country get pikin dem wey dey na the western world, wey dey outside dem country, not even only the western world. If you don comot inside your country, Saloma comot im country go na Guinea, na diaspora you dey so. You go na any other part of the world apart from Sierra Leone, na diaspora you dey so. Wetin the diaspora dem dey do for bring peace? Wetin na dem role? Provide funding, technical support, and advocate globally for peace and justice na we Kono district. Diaspora dem dey provide a lot of fund. Dem dey increase the economy every year. If una check how much the diaspora dey pump into Sierra Leone, how much Kono pikin dem dey send into Kono district, e dey help for build the economy. So we need for understand say dem one themselves, like executives of Kono organizations, we dey promote peace, we dey promote respect, we dey try for let we people dey understand we dey yeri boku people dem wey dey misunderstand the role of ECHO. So man dey compare ECHO to different organizations wey dey bring problem. The one dem wey executives of Kono organizations dey fight for, the one dem, the youth dem wey dey suffer, wey really get a problem, wey the system don forget about completely, ECHO dey fight for una. And una understand say ECHO no come fight against youth, e no come fight against president, paramount chief, e no come fight against any authority. All wetin ECHO dey do, dem dey identify problems and then find out whether for solve that problem, then talk to them people dem dey. If you sit down at your corner, you think say this particular thing wey I don explain so, somebody wey dey see you dey suffer, e go decide for talk for you. Then you talk say this person no good, dem bad, dem come fight against chief dem. Any chief wey dey inside Kono district, wey go sit down reasonably and think, dem go know say the actions of ECHO no come fight against anybody. The only problem is the actions of ECHO, the results they will see so today, especially the mining company, who will look for justice. Some people have been benefited directly. So today, where the mining company don't close, they know they get that benefit today. So that side they go see say ECHO na bad organization, because personally they know the benefit. But if we succeed, if cannot succeed, for let government review mining policies, for let government answer to the call of their mine workers them, where na diaspora don't team up behind them, strong one for make sure say that thing and they happen. Any other person we go now na working place, na mining company na Kono, not to just Kwedo Limited, una go see say una all go get the benefit, una go enjoy, and wetin una been the fight for, una get the result. That 10 day now una go know say yes, the diaspora dey fight for una. The diaspora dey put money aside, contribute, just for let them bring solve problems na Sierra Leone, solve problems na Kono district. Some people they talk say the one they were in a diaspora, they never do better job, they do this. When you know they na the diaspora, and not mean say the one they were in the diaspora then better pass you. If you did na Sierra Leone, you did inside Kono district, you able to do something, do it. Everybody will know what in the diaspora they do, especially the chief them, the authorities them, they know the transformation where diaspora they don't bring na Kono district. So una way they say diaspora picking them they bring problem na Kono or na Sierra Leone, una sit down, una think again. Una think twice. That chief where they take money, enjoy in one grain, and not give give people that around them. If una feel say that particular way they support what you need, then you no love your future. You no love your future. Wetin we dey fight for na the future, not to the present. The present we don see say e not correct. So we want for correct the present, for make let the future go before, let the future be right. So anybody, any corner person, whether you na youth, you na young adult, you na an elderly person, una understand say this na a new corner we dey fight for. We get for make friends, we get for break friends. People then dey way we all been done there together, where they feel say they not get any time for spend pandemic kind here, so then sit down and then get right, not for involve. But also then get for respect any other person, even if not their closest friend, where they decide for join them groups there, so especially when I echo for solve the problems, I think say they self deserve their own respect. So we all love Kono, but we want to fight for Kono in a different way. Some they look at Kono collectively, some they look at Kono individually, some they look at the problems of Kono as say na somebody else supposed for solve them. We will don't decide for identify ourselves with them problems and they talk to the chief them with due respect, make them understand say we come for augment their job. We not come for take anything away from them, we not come for take respect from them. Again, I will say this. We are fighting against the system and not against an individual person or individual groups of people. Now the system, and if you find yourself at the top of the system and at the decision making body, then maybe you will take this directly for say you get involved in it. So we are looking for the system to solve the problem. We ask the system for solve the problem. If you're not part of the system and you belong to the people the way they make decision, una make the right decision. I dey send this message to the politicians them. Una get for come back for talk to the corner people, they let them vote for una. Which message una get for bring come? Which message? Honorable Emerson Lamina, the corner people there, then raise you up, then support you, we been there as mayor, then give you all the respect, all the support. Now you're in a position of trust, then they expect for let you turn around and help them, for support them, for provide solutions for them, not to for put injury to this all the injury they already get. So all man they look up to honor the politicians them, for let una provide an answer to wetin dey happen right now. Because now una dey na the law making place, nobody they no go left una go begin blame people then about this street and other part of the province na the country. When corner people then get problem, then they turn to the corner authorities. That is the only thing they have to do. Then go turn to the chief them, because now they are traditional leaders. Then go turn to the politicians, because now they are the lawmakers. If now local government level, then go turn to the mayor. Then go ask them what to make this not they happen, what to make this they happen. So somebody has to take the blame, somebody has to take the responsibility. If people then feel say, authorities then feel say nobody know for address them, then when the people then they suffer, order them for ask. It's just like teacher and student in a class. The student get question, get problem, he want ask, but he afraid for talk to the teacher. Then why the teacher then at the classroom? If you then at the classroom, one of the authorities there, now global classroom one of this so. The people they own the rule over, now one student them. When they don't understand something, now one then get for ask. And una then at that position there for provide answer for them. A better let una dialogue with people than una create barriers and una feel say the people they are una enemy then. By that una they create more problem. So for bring peace na Kono district, for bring peace na Sierra Leone, una create that avenue for dialogue. Una create that avenue for discuss issues, discuss problems. even when you did at the helm of attack or whatever, show you leadership acumen, show say you na a leader, provide solutions for people, suggest solutions. Or you sit down with people that wanna put the solutions then together. But when wanna create barrier, when wanna stop for talk to people then, the people then go fill the gap with any information where they get. And at the end of the day, wanna not go blame them. So that adage you will get for say pikin no for tell big person true, that time they don't pass. That time they don't pass. As long as the pikin no dey fit hear the elderly person, but tell am true, I believe say we get for accommodate that. With that, I want to tell una all thank you. Una don't try, una don't listen to me, una share, una comment, and una like. And if anything the una don't hear it on this broadcast where una not agree with, una put on the comment section, una ask questions them, then we will able answer them in the next broadcast. I want to tell everybody thank you, especially executives of Kono organizations, where they ask every other Kono group, whether na diaspora day or na inside Sierra Leone day, una let we join hand together. Let we not reinvent the wheel. Let we put we hands together for help Kono, for support Kono. The development way we all they look for, we all get different strategies for bring that development. If we put all that together, it will be a better thing for Kono district. Kono go win, we all go win. On a thank you, on a good night. This is David Bongbo, the talk to now from Kono News Network. Bravo to Kono, long live Kono, long live Sierra Leone. Long live Kono News Network. And thank you very much, executives of Kono organizations.